Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and the Civilization 5, playing as Denmark. Oh dear, I'm getting some of that early video frame drop there. Alright, so in the last episode, we decided to go on a conquering spree because Portugal decided to get all extra friendly and shove a city right up in the middle. And I said I'm not having any of that. I am very protective of my flanks, and I didn't want my roads cut off. So, we conquered Coimbra and Braga. I feel like we're in a pretty good position now, actually. At this point in the game, by only 680 AD, we have 5 cities. We did pick up some sugar, so we're already getting the happiness bonus from that. And actually, despite the fact that we just came out of a war, we have positive happiness, which is a pretty cool turn of events. We are also working on the Colossus, because apparently I've decided I'm going to put a little bit of effort into some great merchants. I always prefer the great engineers and great scientists, but at the end of the day, I've been having a lot of money issues, and picking up some things like the Colossus could turn out to be a huge boon for me. So we're absolutely going to do that. Alright, so it looks like we can promote some units that survived the war. I guess I'll get you Barrage 1 and station you in Aarhus. And the general, I forgot about that. We also did get a general by the end of the war. I'm going to move you down to Coimbra, I guess. And we may very well end up going on another war against Portugal at some point. I can't decide if that's something I want to do immediately or not, though. I could try to take on Lisbon, which I presume is down here, and that's the capital of Portugal. I know this because, even though I'm an American, I actually care about geography. And capturing a capital is certainly nothing to be upset about. Would help toward a domination victory if I ever decide I want to go down that route. Alternatively, Porto, not a terrible city. It's got a mountain next to it, a couple of sugar and such. Not that I need sugar necessarily for the happiness, but I would be able to trade it away. The problem is, we still have only met Venice and Portugal in this entire time. The other 3 civs in the game are conspicuously missing. That tells me we're probably playing on some variant of a continent's map, and I kind of want to find them. Oh, see? Well, that's fine. You'll pay for this in time. I don't care about Portugal. You can denounce me if you so desire. Maybe I should denounce them too. I don't see any reason to do that. So we hit the Renaissance era. Somebody did. Venice did. And now we has a spy. So I'm going to stick you in Venice as a spy. And we're going to see if we can't pick up any free technology. What do I want to do with my workers at this point? I could pick up some bison. I'm going to do that just because I have never had bison in this game yet. And I think that that's kind of an exciting concept, so let's do it. You are supposed to get into the city and go on alert. I'm going to start working on a road system to connect up Braga? Braga? I don't know. What's the Portuguese pronunciation of things? I'm actually not strictly sure, but I still don't know how to pronounce KP here. Kalpong? I don't frickin' know. I don't speak Danish, and that should come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, that I am going to butcher your language. That's actually something I've seen happen in a couple of videos I've done with Civilization 5, as people saying, I can't believe you mispronounced this guy's name. I wanted to stop watching your video the moment you did that. And it's like, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I believe it or not, I don't know how to speak Korean. I mean, I know now that the capital is pronounced Seoul, but I guess I made a mistake with that at other points in the video. But still, it's like, I'm sorry. I don't know any better. You guys gotta cut me some slack at some point. It's only fair. Alright, we can replace this fort and just build a farm at this point. There's no conflict, ideally, in this area. KP, what do I want you to build? University? May not be a bad idea. An extra 33% science. That's an extra 4. We bump up to 16. There are no jungle tiles, unfortunately, so that will get us an extra 4 science per turn. Not bad. I could get some things like some shrines. A barracks wouldn't be bad either. Don't need walls. Forge, we do have iron, but that would only give us 1 production, so I'm not inclined to think that that's a huge deal. I'm going to actually work on a writer's guild instead. And even though I'm not really expecting to go toward a cultural victory, having some tourism and stuff to work with is actually a good thing for pretty much any civilization. Man, somebody's going for a bunch of religious-based wonders. Okay. Well, we have the Colossus now, which, there it is. It's stuck in the wall, but that's okay. The Temple of Artemis is drifting off to sea like California, so who even cares? We did get a free trade ship. which is a nice deal. I could trade with our city-state. I will instead trade with Portugal. Even though I don't like them, I will get more money for it, so I consider that to be a worthwhile investment. Let's let our general just sit down here in Coimbra for a little bit. Get a university? Absolutely. We have 38 science in Copenhagen, so getting an extra university means at least an extra, what? Almost 13. An extra 13-ish science. A little short. Specifically 12.666666-ish. It goes on to infinity, but whatever. Okay, Coimbra has now been connected by city, which is good, because now our gold production is starting to skyrocket, and that makes me one happy panda. Let's get these horses under control. Venice, don't you have anything to trade? You do not. So if I offer you, say, I don't know, horses, what would you give me for this? Nope, he does not want horses. Well, that's okay. I was hoping to sell some of that. What about Portugal? Portugal, do you need anything? Oh, you want to get all feisty with me, do you? Okay, well, what do you give me? Dang it. I'm a freaking idiot. Okay, I hit horses and then immediately hit propose instead of what will you give me for this, and I just gave her all of them. So, that's great. Let's tell her. Discuss. Share intrigue. And Venice is on her case. He is planning on wiping her out. Not necessarily a bad thing for me, but the peace treaty hasn't expired, which means I can't take advantage of this and take her down. I would like to capture the capital because she has dyes. Also a lot of sugar for trade. But that's going to have to wait. What do I want to do with this worker? I'm just actually going to set you to auto-improve at this point. I mean, I could try to be exceptionally micromanaging, but I don't feel like that actually will accomplish much of anything at this point. I'm just going to park a couple units down here, and we are good to go. Moving on to the next turn, turn 149. The world's most wonderful people. I have 4 wonders, somebody else has 5. I'm actually doing surprisingly well on the wonders front. This is only Emperor difficulty, after all, not Immortal. And I actually have beat the game on Immortal before, but my god, was it a marathon. Holy crap. I played as Rome. That was a very, very difficult game. It was fun, but man, not something I feel comfortable doing in front of the camera at this point. I'm gonna go get rid of this fort before I forget, because I will forget. Machinery is done. Excellent. So now I can get the iron works also. Crossbowmen, which are a pretty excellent unit. We now also have a city connection. So, what should I do in Braga? I'd like to move forward and get to the whales at some point, but we'll start with a quarry at the stone. I don't want to get the East India Company in KP. I guess we'll have to get... Well, I could get the Circus Maximus, and that's actually not bad in terms of happiness, but I'm actually happy right now. And I have no reason to believe that that's not going to be the case in the nearby future, so... Angkor Wat, no. National Epic, no. Artist Guild, maybe? Maybe not a bad idea. No, I'm going to work toward an aqueduct, because I wouldn't mind transferring some of the food after every population growth, because this city is having a hard enough time as it is. In here, we could pick up the East India Trading Company, and that's not a bad national wonder to have, frankly. So, anything else I want to get? Actually, yes, there is. Do I have... No, I do not. I have not yet unlocked a galleass to travel the ocean blue and find the other people. So, okay. Never mind then. We're going to work on the East India Trading Company for now, get some extra money, but I want to start working toward... Actually, let's take a look. What am I working toward right now? Because I've already forgotten. Chivalry. Printing press is what I was going toward. Change of plans, go for compass, and then go for the printing... No. There we go. Compass first, then chivalry and the printing press. I want to have the galleass so I can start exploring the ocean and find other players. We'll get a quarry on this stone here. And moving right along. First university is going to be done, so that bumps us up to 93 science per turn. Our peace treaty has expired, which means I could do some nasty things to them if I so desired. I'm going to get the Artists Guild in Aarhus, and this worker can just kind of go on auto-build at this point. So do I want to go ahead and attack Portugal? I'm going to hold off a little bit. If Venice wants to start things off, great. I sure as heck am going to finish it. But for the time being, let's sit tight. Portugal is done for at this point. Now here's the thing. I could conquer them, and that's not a bad idea, but I don't like getting tons of warmonger points. It makes it very difficult to do diplomacy later. If Venice does attack first, I feel like I'm probably going to be okay. We have a Venetian Catholic, I assume, missionary coming through my area. Not a fan of that, but actually I'm kind of curious. Can I get my own missionaries at this point? No, I need 200 faith before I can do something like that. And I need 300 before I can get my next great prophet. My city converted to Catholicism, did it? Yes, it did. Oh, gosh darn. Well, it's actually not necessarily a bad thing. My religion wasn't fantastic to begin with. What are the beliefs of Catholicism? We have desert folklore, that's worthless. Guru ship, that's worthless. Jesuit education may build universities, public schools, and research labs using faith. That's actually a great ability. But I don't know if I get that. That may be just for... I actually don't remember how Reformation works. Does everybody get Reformation? Maybe not. I don't remember. He's got a lot of beliefs actually tagged onto this. He must have gone the piety tree. I think that's the only way he would have gotten the Reformation anyway. So, pagodas, that's not bad. And the founder, of course, gets influence. Actually, that's a pretty good ability for Venice, now that I think about it. Having extra influence over city-states is always a good thing for them. Man, he's sending a lot of missionaries up in my direction. I'm not especially thrilled about that turn of events, but okay. Compass is done. Good. Let's go ahead and set these workers to continue doing their thing. We have a social policy. So, I can get additional money from land trade routes. That's not bad. Also, the maintenance paid on roads and railroads reduced. Considering I have a lot of roads, that's actually going to give me a fair chunk of money. I could, however, get the purchasing of landsnechts. Not bad. That does lead into mercantilism. Purchasing items in a city requires less money, and I get science from mints, markets, banks, and stock exchange. That's going to be better in the later game. That'll only give me a science for my markets at this point. And I'm not purchasing a lot of items at this point in the game, although I could. I have 534 gold. I certainly could do that. Entrepreneurship is especially good if I'm going to get great merchants, which I'm apparently working towards, so let's get wagon trains. I have 41 gold per turn right now. That bumps up to 52, so we get an extra 11 gold per turn out of that choice. Not bad. That should serve us fairly well later. Let's get a shrine, because I would like to get some faith. And we stole secrets, apparently. Did we steal the compass? I think we did. I didn't actually check. I should have, but... okay. Well, Kabul seeks a great artist. Well, I'm working on that with the Artists Guild. It shouldn't be too much longer before that happens. You recommend I chop down the forest, do you? I'm not sure I agree with that choice, so let's instead get some farms going for Braga, because they're actually a little bit low on the food side of things. They are puppeted right now, so there's only so much they can do. I am low on happiness as well, which is interesting. 13 science per turn is still not much. Circus Maximus for the happiness, that'll take 16 turns. Probably not worth it to me at this point. So, let's get... harbor? Forms of city connection, sea route traits. No. I have no intention of using sea trade routes with a KP at this point, so... I could get university, I'm tempted. A barracks wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, let's get a galleass. There you go. We'll train that there. It only takes 6 turns, which isn't too bad. How many freaking attempts does this missionary have at converting my my city? It's got like... I think he must have brought a second one in, and it just took the same tile, so I didn't notice. Circus Maximus. Yeah, let's start working on that in Aarhus. Get the extra 5 happiness out of there, plus 1 culture. Not bad. But you can now steal a technology. Okay, I'm going to steal... steel, is what's going to happen. Thank you for steel. Did I get noticed? I don't know. We'll find out pretty soon. Ironworks. That's a good one. Plus 8 production. Is that what I want in this city? It is a little low on production in a lot of other places, but I don't think that any of my other cities would really be better. So Ironworks here is actually an okay choice. So we'll do that. There we go. We are now up to the Renaissance era, working toward the printing press. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a good wonder. I've always been a fan. Zoos, also helpful just for our happiness sakes, in case We need it. Also, we could found the World Congress once we've met everybody, which we are working on with our Galleus right now. Somebody built the Angkor Wat. That doesn't happen too often, to be honest. It's not considered to be an outstanding wonder, so the AIs don't tend to rush that thing. Good grief! Stop sending your missionaries! Getting really... I could tell Venice not to do that, but that tends to have a diplomatic penalty if I do that, so... how are we doing there? Yeah, I mean, he's not making a dent in Copenhagen at this point. Alright, we have the Galleus, so we can hopefully start sailing around a little bit more. Forge, no. University, not strictly sure what I should get here, to be honest. I'm thinking of barracks, because I wouldn't mind working toward our national epic. Which isn't... well, hang on, what's not the national epic? What is it? The heroic epic. That's what I was thinking of. There we go. Braga demands incense. Well, you can shut your mouth. Also, my Galleus can't actually travel in the ocean yet, but I can at least explore the shores a little bit more. I wouldn't mind sailing down this direction. Actually, no, I'm trapped. I didn't even think about that. Porto does take one of the only shallow water areas, so there's not a lot I can do there yet, unfortunately, which is very disappointing. All right. Well... We'll explore a little bit, what little we can, see if we can't catch the tippy top of some continent somewhere. But I'm kind of doubting it at this point, so... Huh. We do have a good 100 science per turn at this point, which is nice. Caravan. Do I want to continue trading? Venice. Could trade there. I would get more out of it, honestly, and I wouldn't mind having a little bit of extra... diplomatic ties to Venice, because I don't want to upset them at this point. I want them on my side in case we decide to cannibalize on Portugal, which I may very well do without their permission. We'll see. Alhambra is a good wonder. Not going to need that here. They really want me to get the Forge, and +1 production isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I have 17, so I'll probably be fine without it. It would be much more beneficial for me to go for a university at this point, and I will. The ironworks is going to be done in Copenhagen, so we'll pick that up and use it to my advantage to get... Oh, no. I don't want to declare war on you at this point, but alright. I'm going to hold tight with the Galleus for now. Just kind of block that area off. A little bit of a blockade going on. Why not? Do I want the aqueduct? I usually would have gotten that for free if I had gone for the tradition tree, so my timing on the aqueducts are a little bit wrong. Alternatively, horses... no. Stable wouldn't be worth it. It's just one production. Yeah, we'll get an aqueduct, just so I can expand the city a little bit more in time. Build vertically, build up, not spread wide. That actually sounds kind of wrong, saying things like spread wide. Sorry, please avert thine ears. Portugal appears to have settled in the middle of the desert. Not strictly sure that was the wisest of choices for them. Okay, astronomy. That's what I want to sail the ocean. Aqueduct here as well? No. Amphitheater in Aarhus, so I can get extra culture. And now I can start working on the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is what I'm going to do. You want to buy my resources. Well, I demand 6 gold per turn. No? Well, fine, I'll sell you for 5. It's not great, but the cocoa's not doing me any good until I meet other players anyway. Alright, I can buy gunpowder, banking... Gunpowder would be good for the musketmen. Forbidden Palace is always a very nice thing to have, but I have to have patronage for it. I'm going to steal gunpowder for military aggression purchases. You're building the Great Mosque in Venice. Okay. And we have now got a special agent. Okay. What I might do is let the Leaning Tower of Pisa finish, grab a great engineer, and then build the Himaji Castle. Very good for personal defense. Also gets me a castle in Copenhagen, which I don't have right now, but defense in all friendly territory is a great thing to have. Also, we got a great profit. Fantastic. But, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and wait on that until the next episode because our time is up. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Pravus with Civilization 5 playing as Denmark. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, click on the annotations afterwards for more videos that I have done. And I will see you guys next time.